Have you ever had a friend over, only for your normally cuddly, vocal cat to transform into a silent, unrecognizing ghost? Or perhaps, even stranger, your aloof cat suddenly becomes an obsessive charmer the moment a guest walks in? Most people think their cat is just shy or moody. They assume it's a random personality quirk that depends on the cat's mood that day. But what if I told you that when a stranger enters your home, your cat isn't just acting different? They are executing a high-stakes psychological protocol that determines the survival of the entire household. There is a hidden, tactical reason why your cat wears two completely different faces depending on who is in the room. They aren't just being antisocial, they are performing a complex audit of a social invader, and the reason they treat you so differently from everyone else is a secret written in their very DNA. We've lived with cats for millennia, yet we still treat their social lives like a mystery. We assume they don't have loyalties like dogs do. We think they are independent spirits who don't care who is providing the pets as long as the hand is warm, but the reality is far more calculated. Your cat is a master of kinship recognition. They don't see your home as a house, they see it as a fortress. Inside that fortress, there is a social baseline, and that baseline is you. When a stranger enters, that baseline is shattered. Your cat isn't just meeting someone new, they are managing a breach in their security system. But why does that make them act so drastically different? And what does it reveal about the way they truly perceive you? Imagine you're sitting on the couch with a new friend. Your cat, who usually sleeps on your chest, is currently hiding under the bed or perhaps staring intensely from the top of the fridge. You think they are just scared or that they don't like the person's scent. But actually they are performing a process called olfactory auditing. You think it's about fear, but it's actually about data collection. To a cat, a stranger is a walking library of unknown, potentially dangerous smells. They stay at a distance because they are reading the stranger's history, where they've been, what animals they've touched, and their current stress levels from across the room. They treat you differently because you smell like home. You are a known variable. The stranger is a chaos factor. They aren't hiding because they are cowards. They are hiding because they are waiting for the stranger's scent profile to stabilize. It's an act of deep tactical patience. They aren't just being shy, they are gathering intelligence before they commit to an interaction. Then there is the mystery of the sudden charm act. You have a guest who actually hates cats, and suddenly your cat won't leave them alone. They rub against their legs and stare into their eyes. You think your cat is being annoying or that they are trying to convert the non-cat person, but actually they are performing a gaze dominance maneuver. You think it's about love, but it's actually about social testing. People who don't like cats often avoid eye contact. In the cat world, avoiding eye contact is a sign of submission or non-threat. Your cat gravitates toward the stranger who isn't looking at them because that person feels the safest. They treat you with more intensity because they know you can handle their gaze. They treat the stranger like a low-rank intruder who has already yielded. It's a subtle power play. They aren't being sweet. They are asserting their dominance over the person who is trying hardest to ignore them. But what happens when the stranger is someone your cat should like, but they still refuse to move? Have you ever noticed that your cat won't eat or play when a stranger is in the room, even if the guest is being perfectly kind? You think they are just not in the mood, or that they've lost their appetite. But actually they are experiencing vulnerability suppression. In the wild, eating and playing are high-risk behaviors that reveal a cat's position and distract them from potential threats. By refusing to act normal, your cat is maintaining a combat-ready state. They treat you differently because they have delegated their safety to you. When it's just the two of you, you are the sentinel. When a stranger is there, the cat doesn't trust that you can protect them from this new variable. They aren't being difficult. They are being their own bodyguard. Their different behavior is a sign that they've temporarily revoked their trust in the environment's safety. What happens next is even more profound. Have you ever noticed your cat showing off when you're alone, performing high-speed zoomies or bringing you gifts, but becoming a silent statue when anyone else is around? You think they're just camera shy or that they're embarrassing you on purpose, but actually they are protecting the internal culture of your bond. Cats in a colony have specific rituals that are never performed in front of outsiders. By acting boring around strangers, your cat is ensuring that the stranger doesn't become part of your inner circle. They are gatekeeping their own personality. They treat you with high-energy affection because you have earned the right to see their true self through years of consistent behavior. The stranger hasn't paid the social tax yet. Your cat's boring behavior is actually a shield that protects the exclusivity of your relationship. Consider the vocal shift. Your cat has a specific meow they only use with you, a soft trilling sound. But with a stranger, they are either dead silent or they let out a low guttural hiss. You think they are just grumpy, but actually they are performing frequency switching. Research shows that cats develop a private language with their primary owners. When they refuse to speak to a stranger, it's because that stranger literally doesn't know the code. They aren't just being quiet. They are refusing to grant the stranger access to their communication network. They treat you with that special trill because you are the only one who has decoded their needs. The stranger is an unauthorized user in their system. It's a sign of a highly sophisticated social brain. They aren't just making noise, they are choosing who is worthy of a conversation. Even the way they sit is a calculated move. With you, they might expose their belly or turn their back to you. With a stranger, they sit in a crouched position, paws tucked, ready to bolt. You think they are just nervous, but actually they are performing a kinetic readiness check. By sitting differently, they are preparing for a 0 to 60 escape if the stranger makes a sudden move. They treat you with soft posture because they have mapped your every movement and know you aren't a threat. They treat the stranger with hard posture because they haven't yet verified the stranger's movement pattern. It's an act of physical caution that reveals just how much they study everyone who enters their space. They aren't just sitting, they are waiting for the stranger to prove they aren't a predator. Why does all of this matter? Because most of us think that when a cat acts different with others, it means they don't have a stable personality. We think they are fickle. But in reality, the fact that they change is the ultimate proof of their loyalty to you. Their bad behavior with strangers is actually the shadow cast by their good behavior with you. The more different they act, the more special you are to them. If you found yourself looking at your cat's social moods differently after this, you're beginning to understand the secret politics of the feline heart. We explore the hidden psychological strategies of the world around us every week. If you want to understand the silent signals your pets and the people in your life are sending you, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of those who look a little closer at the ordinary behaviors of the world. Now, let's look at the final. Most moving reason they treat you like no one else. There is a final hidden strategy called the identity anchor. When a cat finally comes out of hiding to sit near you while a stranger is present, they aren't just seeking protection. They are tagging you. By touching you or sitting on your feet in front of the guest, they are telling the stranger, "This human belongs to my unit. This is my anchor." When your cat acts different with strangers, they are paying you the highest compliment of the animal kingdom. They are saying, "You are the only person who knows who I truly am. Everyone else only sees the mask." They aren't just being antisocial, they are being pro-you. So the next time your cat hides from your guests or refuses to play when friends are over, don't apologize for them. Don't be embarrassed. Just realize that in their eyes, you are the only one in the room who has earned the right to see their soul. Stay curious. I'll see you in the next one.